And good morning, my friends. It's 8:50 a.m. on Wednesday, April 23rd, 2025. You think they're being sneaky? Well, as I said, like the cycle of abuse, the cycle of harassment begins again. Only this time they're being a little sneaky, but they're not. So yesterday evening, I wrote down the exact time frames and everything, 10 minutes apart from each other, before the knocker started knocking again without showing himself at the peephole. There was somebody listening in at my neighbor across the hall right across from me, standing at her door, eavesdropping the door, listening carefully to see if she was home. And this guy has gone to her place a couple of times. Went there once with money, he let him in. And then this troublemaker, that guy is tall, all wearing all black, brownish hair, kind of a little mustache, and a bit of a kind of a little bit of a goatee look like, or maybe a shadow. But he was just standing there eavesdropping at her door for like 5 minutes to see if she was home. 5 minutes. Just listening at her door, listening at the door, then left. So about 10 minutes later, the knocker came knocking my door loudly, really loudly, and left without showing himself at the peephole. So I said before, they think they're being smart, but they're not being smart, they're being stupid. We got a description and a pic of the guy who was snooping at the door at the neighbor across the hall, and so forth. And it sounds like the guy who made sexual faces at me at the peephole is back from Easter weekend. It was quiet all Easter weekend. So he definitely is part of it, probably, obviously. Maybe he's the one knocking the door. This tall guy who was eavesdropping at the neighbor's door. And then they knocked on my door once they made sure she wasn't home. How can they think they're being smart, huh? There is one thing I established, though, and I thought about it, and it makes sense. Whoever is harassing and knocking the door definitely goes to breakfast community. The one who was charged and harassed me definitely goes down there sometimes. And the other one who was standing outside my door goes down there sometimes. When the neighbor called animal control on me and the police on me for no reason at all because I was giving my cat a bath, she also does drugs. I smelled drugs coming from her apartment once already, and this morning, about half an hour ago, actually, smelled drugs in the hallway or whatever. Maybe someone's smoking in the hallway, but I don't know. Who knows? Um, but I heard that. I heard I'm not sure if it's home, maybe she's gone out of town or whatever, or maybe Easter weekend family time. She travels a lot, like I said. But yeah, the thing is that these guys think they're being smart, but they are not. And the harassment begins again. So we got a description of one, and we heard the other one in the hallway just now, two of them talking. So there's more than one involved, obviously. They think they're being smart. No, 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 you guys being stupid. Especially now that guy picked up the one eavesdropping at the other one's door, listening at the door to see if she was home before the one knocked on my door. So I know you guys are thinking pretty smart, but you're not. Anyways, that's the thing. And whoever one of them or two of them are, well, two of them are definitely in the breakfast community, goes there regularly. One sometimes, but yeah, that's why I don't talk too much there anymore because they eavesdrop, they listen, and that's why they're doing their tactics. The one across the hall who called the police on me and animal control about my cat, she goes down there too and made a big scene in front of these other two. So I'm like, don't you damn well harass me. Start instigating and yelling at me. But you're the one who damn well called the police on me. You're the one who called animal control on me. When I was giving my cat a bath, of course you're going to yellow after. Well, that's not normal. It's not normal when you get a cat bath. You know, it is normal when you give a cat a bath and she never had a bath. You know, a lot of cats don't like having a bath. So it's another thing. Oh, I was angry. So I notate all the harassment on my journal, in my journal here, I mean. And that's one thing you should do as well. Keep a journal where you can keep all um, instances of harassment and so forth logged on and all that for the police and or safety services or security. So that's what I have. Plus some videos of the person knocking on my door when I was doing a YouTube stream and no one was there. I've tracked that video down and notate the time of that. But basically, overall, the best thing to do is to notate times of harassment and everything and so forth. So, yeah, saw one guy eavesdropping the neighbor's door. And then 10 minutes later, to make sure she wasn't home, the other one knocked on my door. So they're making sure she's not home because she calls 911 and I told she knows that to watch out for that. But now they're making sure she's not home before they do the harassment now. They think they're being smart, but they're being stupid. And I know they go to the community since the escalation and so forth. So, anyways, yeah, that's my little speech for this morning. It's gonna be a beautiful day, plus 15, I've heard. So I'm gonna get out there, have some breakfast. It's almost 9 o'clock now. Check my emails. I talked to Arlene from the mission about reconciliation at the mission for Indigenous Inuit and Métis people. I'm gonna have that printed out, and I'm gonna look into that, doing volunteer work or being actively involved in that situation about anti-racism. About 60 school people. I'm 60 school member, residential school members, and basically the Indigenous Inuit and Métis community. So I'm going to be very actively involved with that. I'm going to talk to her. I'll go down there and speak with her, maybe even today. I'm not sure I'm going to have time today. We'll see. I'll make an appointment tomorrow. And tomorrow's going to be another busy day. Okay. Let's see what publics I have. Busy, 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 busy. Tomorrow's going to be an opportunity to see somebody there at 1 p.m. Friday is going to be busy too. There's three. I have art of seeing clearly at Wabano, or bingo at St. Joe's. One of the two. I have to choose which one. One of them's going to be all day event. One of them's going to be in the afternoon. Saturday is going to be two opportunities to fulfill: cardio, drum fitness, or a seed ceremony. All day event as well. A lot of things to do anyway. Very busy. And next week's going to be very busy. There's going to be a pizza party on Monday. It's going to be therapy day, a games afternoon, and a beanbag toss game on Tuesday. That'll be a fun day. And yeah, there's going to be a lot of things to do. So aside from dealing with these troublemaking neighbors and trying to set things up and everything, could smell drugs in the hallway again just half an hour ago, seeped into my apartment. Like, give me a break. Either it's coming from her place or they're standing right outside my hallway doing that, smoking that drugs right outside my hallway. These guys have to be dealt with. Like I said, the cycle of abuse occurs, quiet stage, and starts building up again. Well, there we go. There we go. It's happening again, just as predicted. I'm not surprised, but I'm going to catch these MFs. So, people, that's about it. Have a great morning. Enjoy the weather. Ottawa is going to be very beautiful, a very beautiful morning, a beautiful day. And I intend to enjoy it. So take care, stay safe, watch your back, and just watch out for each other. Take care.